Nichomachean Ethics is Aristotle's masterpiece. Nichomachean' son is who the book was named after. The book is basically about virtue and moral character. Aristotle believes that the best life for human beings brings about eudaimonia, or happiness. But what does one need in order to achieve eudaimonia? One must be rational and practice virtues and good character. To rationalize is like nourishment for the soul. As for being virtuous, one needs practical wisdom. Practical wisdom is different from reading a book or studying mathematics, which is theoretical wisdom. These forms of wisdom are the essence of Aristotle's ethics, so I will elaborate. Theoretical wisdom can be taught and learned. For example, through theoretical wisdom, I can learn that 2 plus 2 equals 4, or that a triangle has 3 sides, because these are facts, which are easy to learn because all you need to do is memorize them. Also, learning how to play a sport or make a video on the computer is through theoretical wisdom because they can be observed empirically. Therefore, theoretical wisdom is more easily learned than practical wisdom. Practical wisdom deals with moral character, as mentioned. According to Aristotle, moral character should be good, which means we must be virtuous. He follows the cardinal rules, which are courage, wisdom, temperance, and justice. Aristotle believes these bring about eudaimonia, or happiness. Because Aristotle believes in a world separate from our own, i.e. heaven, being virtuous is the only way to be happy on earth for him. However, this form of wisdom suggests that the only way to learn it is to surround oneself with virtuous people and mimic them. And just to add my own opinion, I feel that Aristotle would have encouraged the educational department to get students to be involved in politics. In his works, he says that human beings are the only creatures that can rationalize, and we should live the best life by being involved in politics and rationalizing about it. However, today, there are not as many people involved in politics as Aristotle would have hoped. We believe in individualism, meaning minimal interference of the state so that individuals can pursue their own goals. All in all, Aristotle's highest form of life on earth involves rationalizing and being virtuous. To exercise the best virtues, one must rationalize. Thus, the two concepts are interrelated. For example, what would you do if you saw someone being threatened or attacked? Would you risk your life to save them? As you can see, you are thinking about your reaction. You are virtuous, according to Aristotle, if you intervene, because that shows you have one of the cardinal rules. Courage.
Hi, I'm Sarah Coleman and I'm going to walk you through a V diagram explaining the core of Aristotle's theory in Nichomachean Ethics. The focus question of this V diagram is, what is true wisdom according to Aristotle? According to Aristotle, wisdom can only be acquired through the harnessing of both practical and theoretical wisdom. As a result, one will achieve what he regards to be the highest of all life's aspirations, eudaimonia. In regards to principles, it is important to understand that there is a distinction between practical and theoretical knowledge. On one hand, practical knowledge can be taught, like mathematics. Conversely, theoretical knowledge can only be acquired through experience and observance of mentors. Thus, as Aristotle argues, theoretical knowledge is the most difficult aspect of true wisdom to acquire because it cannot be taught. It can only be learned through personal experiences. Moving through the V, we are now at key concepts. The key concepts of Aristotle's Nichomachean Ethics are, first, wisdom, the ability to rationalize and be virtuous. Secondly, practical knowledge is knowledge of empirical rationality. According to Aristotle, to obtain practical knowledge, one must study fields such as mathematics, physical science, and gymnastics. Thirdly, theoretical knowledge is knowledge that is obtained through the experience and is simply the ability to understand the world around you through propriety and a deep understanding of morality. Fourth, and last, eudaimonia, to Aristotle, is the ability to achieve the ultimate of all human life. It is the acquirement and juxtaposition of practical and theoretical knowledge. It is morality. Moving on to the methodological side of the V, Aristotle's value claim is that the goal of human life is to achieve eudaimonia. The knowledge claim is that the older a person is, the wiser they will be as a result of harnessing theoretical wisdom. This explains youthful ignorance and folly. For transformations, practical knowledge is empirical and concrete, and thus the study of math is a prime example. Next, theoretical knowledge is the study of morality and propriety. Politics directly correlates with theoretical knowledge because, unlike practical empirical knowledge, to find true answers in politics, one must understand morality to make the best decision accordingly. Therefore, in the words of Aristotle, the highest of all goods a human can achieve is also the highest of goals in politics, and this is eudaimonia. In regards to education, Aristotle would urge teachers to be a good example and mentor to their students. While mathematics and empirical knowledge is important, Aristotle would most certainly believe that the life experiences and moral qualities a student acquires would educate them much more than any memorization of concrete theories. Therefore, frequent field trips, guest speakers, and independent learning would be a must in any Aristotelian classroom, because, after all, eudaimonia is the highest of all acquisitions.